Out of the heart, the mouth speaks. Out of the heart, the mouth speaks. And I want you guys to soak that in and really think about it, because I'm referring to influencers that do come out. They don't think, or sometimes they do think about what they're saying, but they go, they post, and then perhaps the post didn't go as planned, and then they start getting some backlash. And all of a sudden, they do like an apology video because, one, they don't want to lose followers. And so the apology that they give is obviously going to try to say why they, try to deter, the first or initial video on what they said. Anyhow, it reminds me of people. You have those people who are always making jokes. They're always making jokes, and the jokes are typically negative. They might be making a joke of you. If you have a friend like that or an acquaintance like that, always making joke about the way you look, about your age, about it, and it's always a negative joke. And then the minute you say something, they're gonna say, oh, you're too sensitive, or you're too sensitive, or oh, you can't take a joke. But really, it's not a joke. For the people who continuously keep saying it, there's some truth behind what they're saying, but the minute you check them on it, all of a sudden it's a joke. Well, it's not a joke. That's what they really believe. It's really from their heart. And that's how I feel about influencers that will go online and speak on a grand topic. It is coming from their heart. And the only reason why they'll do an apology, you and I know, it's because of the backlash. Had there not been a backlash, there would be no apology video. Anyhow, if you're gonna be brave enough and bold enough to go online and post your truth or how you feel, then be bold enough to accept the criticism. Be bold enough to accept the backlash. It is what it is. Don't go changing the rhetoric now. Yes, in some cases there are people who honestly go on there and they post, and when they analyze it, they're like, you know what, I shouldn't have, and that is true. But you can kind of tell somebody who's really sorry based on body language, as opposed to some of the influencers who go on there and they're just really doing it because, hey, they don't want to lose followers. Be mindful of what you say, because your words have power. Your words have power. And don't be fooled. People are aware of how you really feel when you go on there and you say things that give you the negative feedback that you weren't expecting in the beginning, and all of a sudden now there's an apology video. Exercise is universal. It's not a measure of whether or not you're on the chubbier side or you're skinny. It's not a measure of your economic status. It shouldn't be a measure of your color. But now we're gonna start classifying exercise as luxury or this or that. I mean, seriously, guys, it's actually ridiculous. It's really ridiculous, and you know it, we know it, and it's actually sad, and it's so disappointing,
Excuse me, there's an audition here today.
I know.
Auditions usually require dance training. You haven't been to any classes.
Unless you count Lamaze.
Well, actually, I've been taking private instruction with Natalia Brashkova.
The dancer?
No, the obstetrician.
Having a what?